Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Starting the Day the Right Way, 5-minute devotion for September 10th, 2020. All right, so we're going to hop right into it. So yesterday was my son's first day at school, actually going to school. So down here, like many other places, we got a hybrid thing going, 2 days in school and then 3 days at home. So he actually had an extra day off from his long summer vacation. And it just brought back memories that when he was 3 years old, excuse me and my wife sent him to preschool. And that first day, sending him to preschool, because we didn't drop him off, we had a bus pick him up. And that was hard. That was hard as a parent, and that was definitely hard for him because he was crying. He didn't want to leave mommy and daddy. He didn't know what was going on, if we were sending him away, if he was ever going to come home. And then, we were trying to be strong and brave and smile and wave at him on the bus. And as soon as the bus went away, we were both bawling. So it was, oh my gosh, it was emotional. So that, every first day of the new school year brings those memories back. But what that did lead me to is just the amount of love that we have for our children and that we have for the people in our lives compares nothing to the love that God and Jesus has for us, which leads me to this very well-known passage, in Romans chapter 5, verses 6-8. When we were utterly helpless, this comes from the New Living Translation. Okay, so verse 6 goes, when we were utterly helpless, Christ came at just the right time and died for us sinners. Now, most people would not be willing to die for an upright person, though someone might perhaps be willing to die for a person who is especially good. But God showed his great love for us by sending Christ to die for us while we were still sinners. The Message puts it this way: Christ arrives right on time to make this happen. He didn't and doesn't wait for us to get ready. He presented himself for his sacrificial death when we were far too weak and rebellious to do anything to get ourselves ready. And even if we had been so weak, we wouldn't have known what to do anyway. We can understand someone dying for a person worth dying for, and we can understand how someone good and noble could inspire us to selfless sacrifice. But God put his love on the line for us by offering his son in sacrificial death while we were of no use whatever to him. Okay, very, very, very powerful portion of scripture. And it got me to thinking that, and I was talking to God, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just love my son so much. I just love my wife so much. And yet it's just like, it doesn't even come close to comparing the amount of love that you must have for us. And when we're praying for things and when we're really pressing in for things, and when we have life happen to us, well, is our first reaction, God, where are you in all of this? Or is it, God, thank you that you're right here next to me in all of this? Okay, those are two different perspectives. Okay, I just want you guys to know this morning the amount of love that God has for us and cares for us, and he knows what we're going through. Our human minds cannot comprehend that much love. Think about it. Think about the amount of love that you have for your children or your spouse or your family. Excuse me. It does not even come close to what God has for us. And when we are in the midst of storms and tribulations and we are on our face crying, God is right there next to us. He's not some faraway God who, glances back over his shoulder and looks at us on our face crying. No, he's right there with us. And sometimes he's even carrying us. Sometimes he has us on his shoulder. Sometimes he's right next to us on his face crying as well, collecting every single tear. So I just want you guys to know that. I just hope that you can feel the love of God today. My prayer for you today is that you encounter God, that you encounter his presence and his love and his mercy in your life. Hope this was a blessing. Dig into chapter 5, 6, 7, and 8 of Romans. Oh my gosh, it is just so full of wealth. Anyway, God bless. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.